It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life, but sometimes you gotta do that. I was fucked up. I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy. I'm going to rehab. Had to ask God for His mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man.
What's going on with all my billionaires out there? This the guy, Hoods Billionaire. Welcome to Hoods Billionaire TV. Big favor, big abundance. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about the Diddy apology, man. Do y'all think it was sincere? Let's talk about that. So, we all know Diddy issued that apology. Y'all heard it. A lot of people were saying like, oh, this isn't a sincere apology. You know, he just doesn't, seem like he really means it. And I'm going to be honest, I felt the same way, right? Like, they had no feeling in it whatsoever. I think legally, based on the settlement with Diddy and Cassie, there was specific language in that agreement that said it was strict language that they both could not speak on each other anymore about anything. So that's why Diddy couldn't say her name. But even just the overall energy of the apology, you could just tell that was just something done probably on his own cognizance. I don't even think his PR team advised that, because the legal team and the PR people that Diddy probably has these are probably the top tier, top of the line, lawyers and PR people. There's no way they would have told him to say that. Like, I just couldn't even see that being what they told him to say. I couldn't see them advising him to do that. He was better off just waiting until court come, if he ever did get charged, and just fighting the case. Like, she really, me personally, not even spoke to it. If he, like you said, if you talk to God about it and you ask Cassie for forgiveness, that's all you really can do. You really didn't owe us no explanation or nothing. I mean, we all kind of feel like you that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, these rumors have been going on for years. I mean, I'm in my 30s and I've always heard about Diddy doing crazy stuff and, the Diddy party. Like, that's always been a thing. You know what I mean? That's why I've always been against it. Like, nah, I'm good. I don't even want to be in no type of space like that. You know what I mean? So I could understand what people were going there with the unsincere apology. And then when, Cassie said that happened so many times, that he beat on her all the time over the course of their, decade long relationship. I mean, she said she beat on her like, all the time. That's what it says in that, that civil suit that got released. So I see a lot of people comparing what Diddy did to like Chris Brown's situation, right? And like I said, I don't agree with it no matter what. But Chris Brown was like, what, 19 or something like that when that happened? Him and Rihanna, I know they were really young, like what, 19, 20 or something like that. And I could understand a situation that happened when you a young man, you don't, a lot of pressure on you, you dealing with a lot. And situation like that may arise, and then you are forgiven, you ask for forgiveness, you ask Rihanna for forgiveness, Rihanna then forgave him, right? I can understand that. And then we don't hear anything else about abuse after that, right? Never heard no woman come out and say Chris Brown beat on her after that, right? Like, I could see if that was a long line and people were saying that, like, oh, Chris Brown be beating on such and such. Like, we never heard that anymore after that. So that's what I'm saying. It sounds like Diddy was repetitively beating up on Cassie, and I don't agree with that. I hear a lot of people saying like, oh, for a lot of men, man, first thing I thought of was my mom or my sister or my wife or my, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, a lot of men, any stand up black man, he not gonna be okay with something like that. And I just feel like Diddy, still feels like he can sway public opinion. And it's like, this just not a good time to try to do that, bro. Like, if you saying that's not a part of you now, that's cool. But I mean, you messing with Young Miami, and she's saying she like to get peed on. So we know you still on that type of time, bro. Like, that's just your most recent chick who just, come out all of a sudden she like to get peed on. Like, Diddy, man, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, a lot of people saying they think he canceled. Diddy not gonna be able to come back from this one. That it's a Fed case looming. I mean, so he got a lot of stuff he got to be worried about, man. It's just addressing the public. Not like he shouldn't even care about public opinion anymore. But I heard a lot of people make some really good points about, like, man, Diddy been in the spotlight for almost, more. He's been in the spotlight longer in his life than he hasn't been in the spotlight. He's been the party guy. He's been the top entrepreneur. He's been the label exec. He's been the big producer. He's been that guy more than he hasn't been that guy. So it's hard for him to not be that guy and not be seen. You know what I mean? That's hard to do. It's hard for him to be that guy, not to be that guy. So he got to be seen. But what he got to realize here is, man, is just you got a lot of money, man. If a case come, fight the case. If you beat it, it's just time to fade away, baby. It's just time to fade away and run stuff behind closed doors if you can, because it's gonna be hard to even get a partnership now. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard for any type of partnerships. It's gonna be hard for any type of sponsorships. It's gonna be hard for any of that. You know what I mean? Any type of brands want to messing with you. It's gonna be hard to do any of that stuff, man. So that apology did not help. Like I said, it was no feeling to it. Wasn't very. I've always been somebody that's against making social media apologies anyway. Like, that's just not my thing, bro. I don't really care about, like, that part of being seen. Like, any type of situation, you just speak to it in private. You talk to God. I mean, that's really it, man. Like, when I be feeling like when that stuff be coming, that be for clout, or public opinion. But I just don't know if Diddy will be able to come back from that one, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I definitely don't agree with any of that type of behavior, any of those allegations, from the drugging chicks to trafficking minors to any of that type of stuff. I don't agree with any of that, bro. So if he down with any of that, I don't agree with any of it. You know what I mean? We already saw that. I'm totally against that. So just by nature, if you own any of that type of time, yeah, I don't rock with you, and I don't rock with that. That's not something I'd want to be associated with. You know what I mean? So they'll figure it out, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. Do y'all think that Diddy was sincere? Do y'all feel like he's still trying to weigh that public opinion and still trying to get the people on his side? Like, that's the only thing I could see coming from that. Like, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Like, cause I personally feel like, he's still trying to, let people know, or he's still trying to sway some people's minds to say it's really not as bad as it looks. And it's like, bro, we saw it. It is what it is. Just let it go. It's time to. We the last thing he should be worried about right now. Like, don't even worry about us. Like, bro, you probably finna have to fight a Fed case. Homeland Security just raided your stuff. If they got that video, if you kept that video, you supposed to pay $50,000 for it. I'm shocked you didn't destroy it. That let me know you're a narcissist. You going back watching it. You know what I'm saying? If you, and ain't no telling what other videos you watch, if you let that rock, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling what else you got going on, man. Don't worry about us. Worry about what, them cases and stuff that you will probably end up having to fight. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna keep it all the way 100, bro. Like, you probably got a lot of that going, man. Worry about that. You know, don't worry about us. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, though, man. It's the guy who's being our big favor, big abundance. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. It's the guy who's being our big favor, big abundance. I'm gone.